Hi, these comments are for YS and Happy New Year 2020, 2021 to you. I hope you are staying safe and staying away from large groups of people. My goodness. The United States has 300,000 new cases of the coronavirus every day, and unfortunately, about 2 days ago, my wife's sister died of COVID complications. She fought against the illness for 4 weeks, but eventually her heart just stopped beating. It was too much. So be careful. Stay away from people. Wear the mask. Okay, so I'm going to listen to your speaking practice test here. Um, Thank you for completing it. And I am Michael from OTC Online TOEFL So I have the integrated speaking rubrics here, and I'm getting ready to listen to your practice test.
Have hard shells that cannot be broken, and uh, as a result, they protect their organs inside this shell from any predators. She adds that also turtles have flexible neck and legs to pull them inside the shell when any predator gets closer. Second, she notes that some other animals have offensive adaptation. For instance, she mentions that porcupine have quills that are needles-like shape, and these needles can be embedded in any predator dares to get closer.
Okay, so I think on this one you definitely you couldn't quite put all the vocabulary and the grammar together to explain the idea. So I think that it's showing me you have some limitations with your language use, I think. That's part of the problem here. So yeah, I'm going to say 2.5 to 3 on this one. I'm going to say maybe 19 to 20 points out of 30. So let's listen to it one more time, and I'll give you some specific feedback here.
The professor in the lecture discusses the two ways of
I would just say discusses two ways.
protective adaptation of animals.
Okay,
The first way she points out is that some animals have defensive adaptation.
good. Defensive adaptations.
For example, she says that turtles have hard shells that cannot be broken, and
When you say the word turtle, turtle, not dirtles, but turtle. So I want you to review the pronunciation of the T and the D consonant sounds in the pronunciation area in my course.
uh, as a result, they protect their organs inside this shell from any predators. She adds that also
I would say as a result these hard shells or the exterior surfaces of the animal protect it from any possible attack from predators, you might say.
turtles have flexible neck and legs to pull them inside the shell when any predator gets closer. Second, she notes that some other animals
Good. I like how you're using different reporting verbs to explain the ideas. That's a good strategy.
have offensive adaptation. For,
They have offensive adaptations, maybe make it plural.
for instance, she mentions that porcupine have
Porcupines.
quills that are needles-like shape.
They have, how about this? They have needle-like shaped quills. You might say it that way. So put the needle-like shape in front of quills. That's probably a little bit more effective way to express that idea.
And these needles can be embedded in any predator dares to get closer.
No, it can embed its quills into any predator that gets too close to the animal. You might say it that way. So that was really that last part. You had some trouble explaining about the porcupine quills, and that was the harder part of, I think, the passage for you. So you had a little bit of trouble there. So I'm going to put you at about 19 to 20 points on this one. So I think language use, you had some limitations. trying to explain the information. I think that was part of your problem. I think you did a little bit better with your delivery, especially with your pacing. I think you're making some progress in that area, so keep practicing, keep working on that. One other area that you can probably work on to help you speak more naturally, it's intonation. I hate to give you too many things right now to work on, but tone is also something that can help you to improve your intelligibility. After you study your recommended lessons in the vowel and consonant sounds, you'll want to take that second pretest, at which point I'll diagnose any possible problems you might be having when it comes to syllable division and grammatical word endings, word stress, intonation, sentence rhythm, and thought groups and blending. All right, so thank you for doing the practice test. Hang in there. You're getting a little bit better, I think, with your speaking, even though the score may not reflect it, but just keep working and you will continue to improve.